start with the good part. The first and second down, you guys were really good on those downs. The yards per play were pretty low.
Yeah, the yards per play for the whole game were good. Anytime you're holding the team basically around 5 yards, that's really good.
What did you feel like you were doing right on first and second down?
Well, I think we got some penetration, got in the backfield, disrupted the run. All their normal run game, I think we did an awesome job on that and taking care of it. It was the quarterback scrambles on pass plays that we struggled, keeping the quarterback in the pocket. That's where they got most of their rushing yards.
What was your analysis on third down? Where did things break down?
Well, that part of it was some of the scrambles with the quarterback and then some of the coverage stuff, that we weren't able to, get off the field on third down the way we would like. We had done a great job the week before on third and medium, third and long, and then this week was exactly the opposite. They had a bunch of third and longs and we weren't able to get off the field. And some of it was the quarterback scrambling and extending plays and throwing it, and some of it was him just pulling it down and running for a first down.
This is the first time we've seen a lot of action from Keontae Shad. What was your assessment of how he played?
Yeah, I think, it was great to get him out there more and to see what he can do out there. And I thought he had an impressive first game of playing a lot. And I'm hoping he continues to get better as he's, getting his knee healthy and getting more practice reps.
With McCartan and Addison still out, how has the front seven's production just kind of done a good job to maybe fill some of those holes and also continue to get better as the next couple of
years? Yeah,
well,
it's one of those things. It's always, next man up. Guys are down and they can't contribute the way that we want them to, and so the next guy's got to step up. You saw Riley Sharp and what he did, and that was an awesome job by him. One of his best games since he's been here at Oregon State, and seeing the production from those guys has been fantastic.
How much was Purdue kind of a trial by fire for some of those guys?
Yeah, it's their first game of the year. It's always, there's a lot of unknowns for your own team and then what you're going to see. And so, we're looking at a constant state of improvement, trying to get better from week to week. We need to get better from week 2 to week 3 as well.
What about week 2? Do you need to get better from?
Well, some of the third downs, our third down percentage wasn't where it needed to be. We dropped 3 interceptions that we had in our hands. Those are huge plays if we can hold on to those passes. And, we get 5 takeaways in that game. It's a whole different game.
Can you talk about the versatility that Coletto has? And you've coached a lot of players, so where does he fit in as far as?
And what a totally unique player with what he's able to do and what he adds to our football team on offense, defense, special teams. He's really found a niche for himself of being able to contribute in a lot of different and unique ways. And I would think, as an opponent, where's he going to line up? What's he going to do? And he can do all these things really well. And so he's just a special type of player. And it takes the mental ability to do all those things on offense and defense, and then as much as he contributes to us on special teams is huge.
You mentioned the need for improvement in coverage on third downs, but overall the secondary, 14 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. How big of a game was that from that group?
Yeah, well, and I don't mean to say that it's a secondary. It's a combination always. You get off the field, with pass defense is rush and coverage. And so being able to generate pressure on the quarterback, which we had a good job, but the quarterback was able to get out of the pocket too many times, and we didn't have enough guys closing it down on him. And so it's a combination of both of those things if we want to improve and get better on third down.
What about Idaho? FCS team?
Yep.
They're looking for that upset. What's the attitude this weekend? What do you think?
You know what? Our main focus obviously is that on us and how do we get better from week 2 to week 3. And we showed them the tape from Saturday, and there's still a lot of area that we can improve on and get better as a defense. We certainly haven't arrived, and so I think the guys have done it, and we've had 2 great days of practice so far on Tuesday and Wednesday, so it doesn't appear to be any let off because of the opponent at all. And we showed these guys and showed them all the upsets across the country from FCS teams going into FBS stadiums and getting a win. And so if you think you're going to just show up with your logo is going to win the game for you, they'll be sadly mistaken. And our guys, I don't think they have taken that approach. And so we got a good week of practice, and then we got to go out and execute on game day.
In that Hawaii game, what did you see from your defense that allowed those guys to get as much pressure as they did in the backfield?
I think it was we're a little bit more dynamic up front than we have been in previous years, and guys are able to execute and win a few more one-on-ones against Hawaii, which is great to see. And we did that at Purdue as well. We were able to generate pressure without the sacks necessarily, but we were able to get a few more sacks against Hawaii.